For centuries, Native American tribes have fought to protect their lands, water, and natural resources from exploitation by governments and corporations. Today, many indigenous nations sit on valuable oil, gas, coal, and mineral deposits, leading to ongoing legal battles and economic struggles. Some argue that tribes should have full control over their resources, while others believe that corporate partnerships bring necessary economic benefits. But are native tribes being fairly compensated, or are they being exploited once again? One of the biggest issues is lack of sovereignty over tribal resources. Many reservations contain rich deposits of oil, uranium, and rare minerals. But because of outdated federal laws, much of this land is held in trust by the U.S. government. This means that tribes must get federal approval before developing their own resources, limiting their ability to negotiate fair deals or manage their land independently. As Lakota economist Nick Esty states, "We don't control our own resources. The government and corporations do." Another issue is unfair economic agreements. Historically, native tribes have been pressured into bad deals with corporations that extract resources from their land while giving little in return. For example, uranium mining on Navajo land during the Cold War poisoned water supplies and left behind radioactive waste, while mining companies made billions. Similar cases have occurred with coal mining in Crow and Northern Cheyenne Territory and oil drilling on Blackfeet land. In many cases, corporations profit while native communities are left with environmental destruction and poverty. Environmental harm is another major concern. Many native reservations have suffered from pollution, deforestation, and water contamination due to extractive industries. The Dakota Access Pipeline, DL, was built despite tribal opposition, threatening the water supply of the Standing Rock Sioux. In Alaska, oil drilling in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge threatens the sacred lands of the Gwich'in Nation. While some tribes have successfully fought these projects, others have struggled to stop corporations from exploiting their land. However, some native nations choose to develop their resources in order to create jobs and revenue. The 3 affiliated tribes in North Dakota have made millions from oil drilling, while some tribes operate coal mines, gas fields, and timber industries. Critics argue that this is a necessary step toward economic self-sufficiency, while others worry that it forces tribes to rely on industries that harm the environment and future generations. A potential solution is tribal self-determination and stronger legal protections. Some tribes have won cases to regain full control over their land and resources, ensuring that profits stay within the community rather than going to outside corporations. Others are investing in renewable energy projects, such as solar and wind farms, to develop their land without harming it. So, are native tribes being exploited for their natural resources? In many cases, yes. Corporations and the U.S. government have historically prioritized profits over tribal sovereignty, leaving native communities with environmental destruction and economic struggles. The real question is, when will native nations be given full control over their own resources without outside interference? What do you think? Let's continue the conversation.